Yo, welcome to the 40th edition of the Transparency Podcast.
40, it's a big episode.
40th. Sports reference. Number 40. Toy, you watch football?
No,
sports,
sir.
any type of sports? No type of sports?
Sir.
Not at all?
I'll go to a game if it's live, though.
Okay, you go to a game. That's cool.
But I don't do sports. Normally, I'm cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you cooking for the actual?
Yeah, like when I was married, you would be in the living room and I'd be in the kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's smelling good. It's smelling good up here already. But the 40th edition, number 40.
I think it's Sean
Sports
Kemp.
reference.
Of course, a great
Shout out to Sean Kemp. Yeah, there you go.
That's my dude.
Seattle,
straight out of high school. One of the first players that came straight out of high school.
Bounce was crazy.
He started doing that. Yeah, one of the best dunkers of all time.
My brother got a card of Sean Kemp. He was it looked like he was jumping off a trampoline dunking.
Yeah, he was that.
Yeah, 49er me. Now think about it. 49er William Floyd, bar 9.
You stay with them 49ers. That's
yeah. That's on 40.
I always think about you going
the squad. I can't think of
every
else,
number.
Man.
Every jersey number on the 49ers he can think of.
Yeah. But welcome to the Transparency Podcast. I'll go with the name of Big O. Got my guy Moody here.
What's up, though? What's happening?
What it do, man? How you been, brother?
Man, it's a good day. Smooth week. A lot of work. A lot of stuff happening this weekend. Of course, I got a wedding to shoot tomorrow.
Shout out to that, dog.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm going to be assisting, though, so I'm in like a second shooter, but still I'm going to be on site.
You still shooting,
but I'm still going to be there. It's definitely going to be a nice occasion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie D-Mac. Yeah, we're gonna be getting it in. And, of course, weekly shoots at the podcast. Daniel Mac. Yeah, I'm helping him out, so. Shout out to him, man. We breaking bread, yo. We making it happen.
Breaking bread, that's how we do.
And of course, at the Transparency Podcast here at the Content Complex, we continue to keep it moving. You know what I mean? Of course, keep it a stack. More videos. I just dropped a new video, by the way.
I seen that. Be More Cash.
Be More Cash.
Yeah, that joint was
BMF
fire.
Cash. Rewind is out now. Go check that out. I edited that video. That's like my second video I ever recorded and edited.
It looked like his video looked like it been seasoned, bro. Like I'm talking about, dog. You did your thing on that.
Appreciate that, dog.
It's amazing, bro.
Hey, man, it's
just like your craft is like. I'm watching. I see it, brother.
Talk about it. That ain't nothing but God. I give God all the grace, yo, to be honest, man.
God the glory.
And
ancestors and everything.
And putting in work and, wanting to learn and wanting to be good at what I do. That's all.
Absolutely, man. And so, that Chaz Moody the greatest.
Moody the greatest. Oh, that Moody the greatest.
Yeah,
Moody is the greatest. Moody is the greatest. Chaz Moody Media, you can follow me, man. You know what it do.
You know what it do, man. You know what it do. So right now we got this lady that's a chef, like that. One of the greatest chefs.
If y'all haven't noticed from our YouTubers, we are.
You can smell it from here.
For people who's listening, sorry, on Spotify, Apple, or those platforms, but we have a plethora of meals. So you need to check out the YouTube when you get a chance, because we're gonna be displaying these meals and we're gonna do taste tests here on site. That's what we doing.
Test. And so our guest right here, she a little nervous. She a little nervous, right?
Yes.
She's smooth.
Toy. She has everything up here. It smells great. This is like jerk chicken and all types of goodies. She makes her own food, but also she own drinks too, right?
Mm-hmm. I do make cocktails, but
cocktail.
That's Delion.
I know. I see that. I thought you had your own. I thought we were just using it as a. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were just using it as a bottle or something.
I do make cocktails.
Oh, you do make cocktails?
Don't be mistaken. I do make cocktails.
Yeah, along with like fruit, health drinks as well.
Yes, I juice anything that's good for you. I do anything that's in regards to food. I just handle food, period. So whatever your needs are. Whether you're a vegan or a heathen, it doesn't matter. I got you.
Right, right. So, Toy, Mood Exchange on Instagram, right?
Mood Exchange. And my website is www.ichangemoods.com.
Pretty.
Because I do.
Yeah, I like that feeling.
You changed the mood in here early. Just coming in here, to be honest with you.
Thank you.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
That's dope. Yeah. So, like, do you specifically cater that way? Like as you started creating your food and, doing what you say, that feeling that you have, like that's your whole motion. That's your whole goal is to give people that mood when they eat your food.
Correct. Yes. I
Change
want to
their mood.
change moods. I want to. It's food therapy. Basically, long story short, it's food therapy. Because a lot of people know me. They know how I carry myself. And a lot of people, for some weird reason, come to me with their issues. So they'll come, sit down, talk, I cook, they eat. Because I serve a few people in my home. Currently working on getting a spot.
Shout out to the spot. Hold on, we're not going to gloss over that.
We got to clap that up.
Yeah, I applied for a $250,000 grant.
Whoa.
So I'm hoping that I get it so that I can get myself a brick and mortar for people to come to so that I could reach more people. That's the goal.
Yeah. Do you got a possible location that you want to go or?
The company is Southwest Partnership, and their focus right now is Pigtown.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds like, you can make some, I can see your.
I mean, people want to come anywhere. The food good is just going.
I mean, we don't know if the food good yet. We're going to hold sight down.
Smell good.
You know what? I'm just messing with you. We're going to see, though. But this is a real transparency podcast special. This is a special. We haven't done this shit. We've had some really good guests on.
Yeah, some really
but, with their products as well. And food is important to me. Like, I really do feel like good food can change your mood. I feel like food that's cooked with love and the proper preparation, it can nurture you better. It can make you feel better. It can give you a sense of rest. And I believe that and I appreciate that. You know what I mean? So like when you started to cook, like what was the reason why? I know you're saying you want to change moods, but what made you really start like getting in the kitchen? Like, you know what? I'm gonna just start cooking. I'm gonna just start. This is gonna be a trade I pick up or something I'm going to do.
Okay. Well, honestly, I grew up in a house full of women. I was the only child, and it was about maybe 5 or 6 women in the house, all Jamaican women.
Okay.
And
so you are Jamaican.
Yeah, I can hear it in a little bit.
Every single day. I was born in Brooklyn, though. But
Brooklyn? What part of Brooklyn? Say no, I ain't like I know, but what part of Brooklyn?
Prospect Heights.
Okay.
So
Brooklyn.
What made me start was I was going through a separation. I was married and I was going through a separation. I was really, really depressed. And the only thing I knew to do was cook. That was the only thing that made me feel good. That was the only thing that cleared my mind. And that's how I was expressing myself to people. I would bring plates, bring cheesecake, bring things of that nature. And I'd be like, oh my God, this is so good. You could sell this. I just went to such and such and it was horrible.
Yeah.
So I went and got my LLC and that's how MoodExchange came about.
That's tough. Amazing. I mean, I got a similar story. I mean, this is a transparency podcast. You reminded me of something just to be, keep it 1,000. Shout out to Keep It a Stack podcast, of course. So I went through like a breakup in like 2009 and, I was in love and all that, but it just didn't work out. I'm like, man, I was upset. I was depressed a little bit, but I started to pick up a pen. You know what I'm saying? And I was really, because I always was artistic, but I didn't like really rhyme. So I started to pick up the pen and rhyme and started to write rhymes and started to, really like, just express a different type of expression. And it helped me out. And then I went to school, got my electronic degree in computer electronic engineering. So I did channel that situation to other things. So like, that's real though, man. Certain things that happen in your life, you can really like change your direction depending on that situation. If you allow it to take you down and like, oh, I ain't gonna do nothing, I'm gonna just sit here, whatever. Like some of the most life-changing experiences happen when it comes to pain or depression or something like that. So that's real.
Yeah, it's everybody has that. I think everyone can have that story, but it's also, to be fully transparent, there's people in the graveyard that had that story but didn't go the right way. You know what I mean? So I had a story like that too, like how you said you was going through a separation, you was going through a breakup.
Yeah.
I was going through a separation marriage. I was 340 pounds.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Whoa, so hold up, man.
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
So,
I don't even, because of course we, you know what I mean, but dang, 340.
340,
Yeah,
right? So I was going, and I was in the hospital, and the doctors was basically saying like, do you have any children and stuff like that? I was like, yeah, you know what I mean. Basically, and I'll post a picture. I'll post a before and after picture on because a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, drop that. Yeah,
I'm gonna drop
that for all the people that's checking us out.
And now, I mean, full transparency, I'm 240 now, but I started
that's
240
what it do.
That's a whole person.
That's what it do. Yeah.
So what I did was I was struggling. I was just struggling in life or whatever, and like I turned that. You know, I was just like, all right, when I was 340 pounds, I just want to get to 315. Then I think I'd be good. Got to 315. I'm just like, you know, and then this is a midst of a separation and trying to work and all this stuff. Then I got to 300. Like, I think I could do this. I don't get to 290. Got to 290, 280, 270, 260, and so forth. So
dope.
It was just about eating, just finding different eating habits, but also what I was doing was going to the gym. Started going to the gym, but the main thing is, as you probably would know, is the kitchen. The kitchen needs to be your best friend. And shout out to me.
Yeah,
dope.
Yeah.
So for people out there who listening that might have trouble with weight loss or like, you know, health, like you said, you had to put in the work though.
Yeah.
Like you did not only just work out, you changed your diet too.
I changed my diet. I'm about to show y'all a picture now, but I changed my diet. That's number one.
Right, you had to do that. That's first and foremost. People
80%
think
diet, 20% exercise.
So I changed my diet, but also what I ended up doing was I was like, okay, like I'm drinking nothing, but like you have to be consistent. And
drinking water.
I drank nothing but water.
Okay.
Like and like the first, I'm trying to think, like the first. I want to say like the first year, like it was strictly like chicken and rice, and
grilled chicken, rice, that type of diet.
Chicken and broccoli, and it was a lot of just a clean balance or whatever of like I said of healthy food. And the George Foreman grill. People might say I don't know about the George Foreman grill, but the George Foreman grill, still to this day I make stuff off the George Foreman grill. It was like my best friend. But I'm trying to think of something else.
So when you go. Oh, go ahead.
There you go.
Oh, wow, that's wild.
You look like a totally different animal.
That's good, man. Yo, respect to that. That's dope, man. Yeah,
but that's a big deal.
Yeah.
That's all in the mind.
Appreciate it's a mind thing, and it's a confidence thing too. And I ain't gonna lie, like my a lot of my friends say, you still was nice looking when you was, you know, but like I started getting more attention from different females, you know, they say, hey, handsome, hey, how you doing? And I'm thinking they talking about somebody behind me. That's how bad my confidence was when I was big, you know. But like, you can. Shout out to Jigs too, my best friend Jigs. He was always one. He was the one that saw me going in the wrong direction, because obviously I didn't see myself. It took for me to get rushed to the hospital and be in the emergency room, and my blood pressure being at 190, and they telling me, hey, man, you trying to have a stroke, man. You need to, you got children and all that stuff. I was like, yeah, I got children. Said, if you want to be around for them.
Wow, G.
Yeah.
Happy that you able to get out of that, man. That's what it do.
Yeah.
And speaking of like food and health, of course, because we got a top chef on here. Actually, I know what I'm going to call her, the mood changing therapy. What is it? Mood therapy?
The food therapist.
The food therapist. I like that.
Mood
the food therapist. I like that. Now, that's better than the chef. That's better than the chef.
Baby, listen, that's going to be the thing moving forward now. So, thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Absolutely. For sure.
She got a smooth voice, too, man. Like, oh, man. Like, so what do... So, Toy, what do we have up here right now? Just wondering.
Let's go ahead. Let's get into it.
And I think that's sometime.
And this is the trend. This is the trend. Ooh, holy moly!
Oh, they can see that on YouTube.
Whew.
Yeah, that's what we doing.
Yeah.
That's what we doing. This is a good dish right here. I went on the page and just looked at some things. Like, you know what I'm gonna get? I'm gonna just get some stuff. So I said, well, let me get that. Let me get some jerk chicken. Get that because jerk chicken always good. Wings, I love some good wings. We got
those
the wings up here.
I know that for a fact.
And of course, we got some mac and cheese up here because I like mac and cheese. So like when it comes to like cooking and preparing meals, do you cook with like a specific like oil or like what for health reasons for people that
I cook with olive oil.
Love olive oil.
Olive oil,
Yeah.
truth.
Olive oil.
I use fresh vegetables. Nothing's canned. Nothing's frozen.
Yes.
Fresh. Fresh is important. Fresh is important.
Fresh vegetables is very, very important. Do you cook? Because I cook too a little bit. I cook a little bit. Okay. So
I dabble. Look, I dabble.
I went to chef school. Some place on here too.
I went to chef school.
You ain't heard me to shine. You ain't heard me to shine.
Just for a brief minute. It was a passion of mine. Then I ended up cooking for like 10 years. Actually, I cooked at Miss Shirley's down on.
Miss Shirley's. Miss Shirley got some good
Cold
breakfast.
Spring. Yeah,
and that's a fast pace.
Yeah, that was one of my. Well, I like learned some skills, of course, and there was a couple other spots, but I know I was a grill master at Outback.
Grill master, there we go.
Get out and do a lot of that.
Yeah.
And I can whip up some stuff still.
If you execute a protein well, some people will forget about the fact that it's not seasoned.
Yeah,
season is important.
Well.
And that's why I'm about to. You're right. Hold on, my bad. I'm moving too fast. Lord Jesus, thank you for this food we're about to receive. Let it nourish our bodies and keep us healthy. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So this is a taste test. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be honest.
Well, we're gonna
keep it transparent up here.
Transparent.
Yes, Papa.
That did.
Okay, hold up. Let me try this sauce here. You know you gotta get the sauce from
it. And she's not. She's definitely. She definitely didn't cheat with the shrimp. The shrimp size is amazing.
Those are 11 by 13s.
11 by, yeah.
That means, for people who don't know, that means there's 11 shrimp to a pound. And a pound is very hefty to only have 11 shrimp in it.
Okay. So,
yes.
First and foremost,
he's smacking, so.
I taste the seasoning. Mm-hmm. I taste the way it's prepared. Mm-hmm. I like a little... not char, but like a little grill.
Yeah.
That's real sear is important. Mm-hmm. Sear is important, and you got that on here. Like if it was just a boiled shrimp, I'm like, man, that ain't no. You got to put a sear on there. Yeah. So I noticed the cooking style, and I'm noticing the flavors. Mm-hmm. When I got this, I thought it was gonna be a little spicy.
Yeah,
but it's not. It's what I need. It's what I want.
So you cook. Because a lot of chefs cook things separately and then kind of bring it like for instance, do you cook the broccoli?
Yes.
Hold up, and the broccoli is crunchy. Yeah. I love it, crunchy broccoli.
Yes.
Exactly why.
Hold up, this is a good dish. I'm gonna be honest.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if I'm gonna rate this right now, but give me another couple bites. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna keep going. Go ahead.
So what made you say to yourself? Because when you get trained, like I was a cook and I cooked at a retirement home. That's all I was cooking at retirement homes. I mean, I used to cook at Tony Roma's and different places like that. But my main thing
I was at Roma's too.
And you was at Tony Roma's?
For a brief second.
Tony Roma's?
Yeah, for a brief second.
I
didn't even know.
So we was cooking at that, and but they would train you. In a retirement home, you had time like to get trained. So we cooked separate. I didn't know before that you cook things separate. Like you cook a mirror fry separate before you get that going before you even start your soup. Like before you start your soup, you throw that mirror fry in there and stuff like that. Yeah. And you add different ingredients at one time. I mean, not at one. Like
that's
cooking
carrot,
separate.
celeries, and onion.
Oh yeah, carrot, celery,
because not everybody knows that.
Yeah, they like mirror fry, and you can actually they sell it at Giant now too. So you don't even have to cut it all yourself.
Everything is so instant now.
I actually like cutting things up myself. So you said you started doing all this at like before you like coming up in your home of 6.
This is how I was raised. Okay. This is how I was raised. Like when you bring people or when you invite people to your home or they come, you offer them something to drink. You offer them something to eat.
Hospitality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
If they're good enough to be in your home, they should be good enough to do any of those things.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So they should be able to break bread with you.
So are you that type of cook in the kitchen that listen, get out of my kitchen when I'm cooking?
Do not. You could sit at the table that's right next to it, but you can't cross the threshold like you're a pet.
I love it because you in your zone. So you got your music playing.
Absolutely. Y'all can come one day too.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. So look,
you could get your roster pop.
All right, look, check this out. This is definitely top on my food list of dishes. I'm not gonna lie, because number one, like I said, I'm tasting the way it's prepared. I'm tasting the seasonings, and my mood has changed. To be honest,
You dancing? Yeah, you dancing.
My mood has changed.
You ain't start dancing.
Like I'm feeling like I'm feeling good. I want to keep eating. I mean, this week I've been doing a lot of moving around, and I haven't eaten really all day today.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Yes, and that's No, you go ahead. That's good. And I know I didn't eat that much today. I had like some pancakes for breakfast, and they wasn't really that good. I was waiting for the day, and I am not disappointed.
They're pancakes?
I am not. I mean, I just threw them together. Yeah, they was all right. But I was waiting for this, and I'm not disappointed. So I just want to say thank you for, should I say, filling up to the bill, because this is off the chain.
It's off the chain.
This is definitely worth the wait.
So I'm gonna keep. I just ordered. I just got all this stuff. I don't know.
Y'all eat the wings?
Yes, absolutely. But I just got this stuff so we can just try stuff.
This is the. That's the white mac, and
that's probably the wings.
Okay.
Her voice is in her voice, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love her voice. I love her voice, man. So she relaxing. She got the. All we need is a little bit of incense in here right now. I'll be honest with you.
Try one of those wings.
There you go,
you bluffing. You ain't trying to try one. I don't know what you're doing. You're gonna get a flat.
I'm gonna tell you. So what wing is it? Like, what is this? What is this called right here?
He ordered tatcheli wings.
Oh yeah, they got a kick too. I like that. Yeah. They got a kick and a good season to them.
This is ASMR at this point. I'm loving the slurping.
You know what?
Talk about it,
man.
Talk about it.
Good.
Good.
It was really, really good. So you were saying like you don't allow people to come in your kitchen.
No.
While you're cooking. Why? And he dropped it. He killed that.
Falling off the bone.
No.
Now hold up. You know the day you started on camera? Fell off the bone. Hold up. I couldn't even understand. Golly, Toy. Hold up. Hold up. All right. So I'm trying to get an interview, but the food is kind of good, so I can't get questions. No, it's really good. I'm trying to, get myself together. But so look. Speaking of the way that you prepare food,
yes, sir.
The way that you even present yourself as a lady. What do you think about like relationships and hand in hand and people cooking for each other? Like, I know of course you cook, but do you look at it like a man should be able to prepare, or do you look at it like women's job to cook the food for the house?
I'm the wrong one to ask. A lot of women don't like me. Because I am absolutely 100% into gender roles.
Okay, gender roles is important. Okay.
Yes.
So that means
I do, like, we could take it back some years.
Okay.
Like, independent woman out the door. Like,
okay.
I think a woman is to be a homemaker because we're naturally maternal.
Right.
I love what you're saying right now.
We're naturally maternal.
Okay.
I mean, even when you think about separations, most of the time, if you are in a marriage and you have kids, the kid goes with the mom. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Why is it automatically that way?
Why is that, though? I mean, that's a good question.
Because we're known to be maternal. Not saying that a father doesn't love his child, but a mom is different. A woman is different.
Right.
We're to cook and clean, my opinion. But a man should be able to stand without a woman, and a woman should be able to stand without a man. But
okay.
when you join,
it should be amazing.
I feel like gender roles activate when you join.
It is funny. My brother and I was just talking about this earlier this morning. Because I'm just like, this is crazy. I think, like, because my sister-in-law, shout out to Nicole, they're actually going to the Buffalo.
They're going to the game this weekend?
The Buffalo, what you call the game? Ravens. Yeah, Ravens.
What you been calling? Hold up.
I'm sorry, dog.
Come on.
The Buffalo Ravens game.
You're petty.
And hopefully they don't. It should be a good game. But I was talking to him, and he was just telling me, he was like, man, at first he was going to go with us. He was going to go with the brothers. Then he was like, man, I just want to go with my best friend. And that's his my sister-in-law. And they've been together since high school. But he was telling me, he was like, man, I am who I am pretty much because of her. Like, I'm a good father. You know what I'm saying? But when us coming together, it makes it that much more. And I know like things bounce like. So I like how what you're saying, like kind of like old school, because I'm an old school person too. Mm-hmm. Like I think that you should buy your woman flowers if she like flowers in the if she like do anything, take care of home. I feel like you should just take care of home, like the exterior of the home, and mom would take care of the interior of the home, the kids doing the homework, blah blah blah. Because I even noticed my children live with me, my daughters live with me, and it's like it's things that I forget as a man. I think it's just naturally as a man, like my daughter would be like homework, like I'm taking care of that, exterior of the home, and then it's just like, oh yeah, I forgot to ask them if they do their homework. But mothers be like, hey, is your homework done? Is this done? Is that blah blah blah? And I'm learning, so I think y'all on to something about that. I ain't never think about it like that because it's like different roles, and you gotta accept your roles as a parent, as a mate, as a mother, as a father. But because it's a struggle right now. I'll be honest with you, full transparency, it's a struggle for me as a father because I'm in a role of a mother, father, and it's like confusing. Like to be honest with you, because it's like
I wish I had some other women because it's a thing right now where they're saying women are too masculine. Yeah, and it's because of what you just said.
So break it down. Break it down because I was going to follow up with something, but break it down with because I feel like like the role thing is important to figure out when you do come together. Can a woman sit back and say, chicken, right? All right, I'm gonna take care of the home. I'm gonna do this because some of them don't want to do that. Some of them want to be out. Some of them want to be make their money. Some of them want to be, taking care of things, or they don't know how to step back and say when it's time for them to, be that nurturer, or be that woman that we need, and they don't know when to turn it on or off because it's like they so defensive and they so have that energy that they feel like they gotta get it done. They gotta do for them because they're independent and nobody gonna look out for them. And it's like, how are you so much able to feel like, I'm secure with this. I don't mind being home, take it out because that's how I was raised, of course. But even in this day and age, how do you still keep that feminine, trait? Because it's difficult out here for a lot of men that's looking for what you got, like straight up.
It's hard as hell. And I feel myself, I've been hardened, but it's okay. It's okay. Because once you meet your person, you soften up like butter under the sun, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, yeah, that's true. So what if they having trouble with softening up? What do you think that helps the woman soften up?
Letting go.
I didn't remember.
Oh wow! Hold up, say that again. Say that again for everybody.
Yes.
Hold up, say that again.
You have to let go. You have to let go, sis. Yeah, you gotta let go. You got how I feel is the moment that you decide to be with someone or open yourself up to a relationship with a person, you cannot.
I ain't know. I'm sorry.
You cannot. Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? You cannot. Where was that?
No, when you feel like it's hard for you to open up to somebody, you cannot.
What you call
softening up?
Oh yeah. Basically, letting go. You have to like once you tell yourself that you're opening yourself up to the concept of letting someone pursue you or just whatever, being in a relationship, being in a fucking ship, whatever,
right?
Whatever you got going on. Once you open up yourself to that, you have to let it go. That's the past baggage. I mean, I understand learning from your mistakes and not playing dumb. I get that because I don't ever want you to play yourself ever, not once, for no one. But at the same time, you gotta let go because there's a lot of good dudes out here. There are a lot of good dudes out here. Sometimes they're just too shy to even approach a woman because she has that hardened demeanor about her. And a lot of men don't like rejection, or they've been rejected too many times to even want to keep pushing on and pursuing, like when I say pursuing, I mean like the chase, you know what I mean? Yeah. Versus maybe mutual friends or meeting through a DM or, I mean like physically approaching you and introducing yourself. And because
it's a lot easier now.
It's weird out here.
It's wild. It is. It's wild and it's weird.
I'm glad you used that word.
You sound seasoned. You sound good speaking what you're speaking. We like the fact that you are giving the game, but also being honest and transparent to say, like, don't be dumb. You're not telling no girl to be dumb.
Yeah, never.
You're telling them to, give guys a shot and learn how to be comfortable in your skin.
Yeah.
I would say something similar to that.
Yeah, because see, the thing is, that's what dating is about. You know, if you see some shit you don't like, then leave. You're not obligated to anyone.
No, well, real fast though. Mm-hmm. If you see something that you don't like, you automatically leave, or you try. I
communicated.
You communicate.
I'm gonna tell you. Like, listen, I don't like what you did. That's not my style. I'm not gonna accept it. So, not to give you an ultimatum, but you're gonna either have to dial back and appease me, or we're gonna have to find some type of middle ground because I'm not rocking.
Sound like is it always about? Or is it mainly about the vibe? And I'm just saying vibe, but it's the energy. It starts with the vibe. The energy, the vibe, the feeling. Because you can be around somebody and feel like, oh, they feel, like a good person. Or you might get a vibe like, I don't really think they rocking. Mm-hmm. But then once you feel the vibe, you still got to get to know them and all that. But it's definitely about the vibe for you.
Yeah, so. It starts with the vibe for me. Vibe and energy. It has to be there. It has to be there. And then, depending on what I want from a person, then that's when all the other rules and stipulations.
What you want from a person. So relationships is about what you can provide for someone. You do agree with that? Because I don't kind of agree with that, but I'm just asking you. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, because it doesn't have to be materials.
Right.
It doesn't have to be materials.
Right.
You might want just somebody to be honest with you. You might just want someone, and I'm gonna be real. These are my cases. Like, you might just want somebody who you can fuck on, like a consistent dick, because look at what's going on out here. There's monkeypox, COVID. They got some new STI going on that weakens your muscles. Like, everything is mutating. It's
wild out here.
And I like raw sex, so I have to have one person. I do not do two at a time. I see if you're dating, if you have multiple people that you're dating, but as far as being sexual, I'm not doing that. You see what I'm saying? I like nasty sex. I like shit in my face. Like, things have to be clean. Yeah, like your balls, like, you could teabag me. You see what I'm saying? Like,
this is getting in.
So
I'm
just
she cooks. Getting tired chicken out here. This is getting tired.
So I'm just being honest.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
No,
she let her keep the momentum going. Let her
definitely keep going, because that's important. And like you said, being with one person, having that openness and being nasty. How, like, when you have that one person, like you said, if that's just for them, but like you said, what if they look at it like, well, I want to be with you exclusively. Can we like go further, or are you gonna ever be like, I want to be with you. I don't want you to be with nobody else. And I mean, you can think in your mind, but you ain't really make that established. Like, when do you make that established if that's what it is?
When they come to me and say that.
Okay.
That's what they want. Okay, now this is what you want. Now I want to know what your goals are, even though these are things that I would excuse me, anyone that I'm talking to, you have to grind. You have to always be chasing some goal, or you have to be successful or want success. You have to want more. Unless you have it all. You know what I'm saying? So if you're stagnant, that doesn't interest me. I'm a sapiosexual. What can you teach me? And if you don't know what sapiosexual is,
break that down.
Being attracted to intelligence. I like to learn. Even if it's just you saying, did you know that these shoes were made in 1999 and it was Derek Jeter's or some sports guy and he did it? Just, I like facts. Like, that's what makes me moist, So it's like, what can you tell me that I didn't know that I'm going to learn, and it'll change my life or my perspective, just even having a good conversation. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit like that. But then if we're taking it deeper, now I want to know, like, about our future. What if you meet somebody, y'all started fucking, and now y'all want to go deeper, and you find out they're a gambler. When I got married, I inherited my husband's debt, not even knowing he had debt, until I got an IRS letter with both our names on it.
Whoa.
That's
our name.
Dude, wait.
How we gonna get out of this? We gotta get out of this.
In that moment, that sound y'all just made, how you think I felt when I saw the envelope and was like, IRS, and then opened it and read it? You see what I'm saying? So that's the type of shit that, like, if you want to be with me, that my mind is gonna go there. Like,
So your husband did a what was it? Friday, Smokey, when Smokey had it in with Big Worm, and he came and he came to Craig like, man, he gonna get us. That's how ours was. Your husband did.
See, what the issue was, this was our first year of marriage, and that's why I believe in gender roles. He didn't handle his clerical and administrative. He would just he worked and he made money, but he didn't pay attention to his bills. His this was before like auto draft or auto pay or whatever. So you'd have to like literally take the time to pay your bills, you know, and he wouldn't do that. Once that happened, I took over, you know, and started taking care of everything, and it was done.
So do you, right? So I'm about to say, like, do you think like his just lack of awareness in that? And of course, that was a big deal. But I'm like, his lack of awareness made you, of course, less attracted to him because he didn't keep that. No, he didn't orchestrate that.
That was my husband.
Okay,
no.
So you just
took care of it though. Yeah. So you looked at it like, let me help you out.
That's
with
what you're supposed to do.
Hey. You sound like you sound good. I'm gonna just be honest. You sound great. A lot of women may not think that.
I ain't gonna lie, she does.
You sound great.
Have you ever been to an expensive restaurant that had really good service? Have you ever?
Sometimes. Well,
yes.
Okay. Yes. And when you were there, did everyone speak to you? If you went to the bathroom, did the busboy speak to you?
Yes.
Okay. You want to know why? Because at the end of the day, they want to see the business win. So it's like, if you're in a relationship, if you want to see y'all win and you see where one is lacking and that's something you're good at, you're supposed to fill that blank. Like, you're supposed to see y'all team win.
Man, I love what you're saying. I love what you're saying, right? But these are the questions for the women that's not here, because I'm trying to think, while you're talking, I'm trying to think, play devil's advocate to what you're saying, right?
Okay.
So, if I'm a woman and I'm listening to what you're saying and everything you said, it sounds great, right? But it's like, but if, what's the thing that comes up? If he does this, red flag, I'm out of here. Like, you know what I mean? Like, far as if he is late on his payments or he's late on, you're one that'll say, all right, let me see how I can fix this. Oh my gosh, man. You keep I'm sorry. People keep calling me. But and I got it on Do Not Disturb. People stop calling me while I'm recording.
Wild. How you gonna put it Do Not Disturb and still be disturbed?
Right. That's crazy.
Come on.
Holy moly. But
it's seeing the name for me. I see who's calling.
Yeah.
Transparency.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
My son mother calling me.
Talk about. Does it say son mother?
No, it says Noah's mom. Noah's mom.
Oh, it say Noah's
Shout out
mom.
to Noah's mom. And a handsome picture of my son. Shout out to Noah. Shout out to my son's mother.
Say this the name for me.
Ah man, holy moly. But
hey yo, that's
you know, mind your business. Mind your business. This phone's been hiding. I'm joking.
We here.
Gender roles. If a phone is ringing, we looking.
Yeah. Oh, she looking. Hey, you can look. There you go.
Hey,
whoa,
talk about
we knocking over mics. Get out of here.
Yes, and we. Hey, stupid, yeah. Stupid. Let's get a little real out here. Shout out to the Mood. Shout out to the Mood Exchange.
I like it.
No, that's important though, man.
It's very, because it's just like
being a team is important. A lot of women having trouble with that. A lot of women have trouble with that.
Yeah, it's seriously because
a lot of men do too.
I'm sorry.
Let's say we as a people.
Black
people need to get the concept of family and unity back. We used to be so tight, strangers, just because of the fact we was black.
That's
you seen other black persons like head nods. You showing them the utmost respect, opening their doors, giving them a cup of sugar, just all of that. We're not like that no more, and it's trickled into
where we at now as a people in relationships. Yeah,
this gonna be a nice long podcast because I'm digging the vibe of the conversation.
Yeah.
Because the role, I think, is very important because if I had a sister, right, to see, oh, she getting something up. What is that? You noticing everything? What is this?
I'm looking at you. This is a close quarter.
Thank you. She helped me.
Got a pink down.
You're my brother.
Appreciate you, sister.
All love. It's all love.
But so my mom was that type of person where as though she took care of home. Mm-hmm. She did, and she held it down when my father was lacking, like wherever it was job, like he was in construction, but he would get laid off from time to time. And my mom didn't put him down. I never seen her put him down. But still to this day, like I go over there, and she'd be folding his clothes, like she'd be ironing his clothes for the week. She irons it. It's crazy. Like he works obviously 5 days a week, so she irons every Saturday. She irons and irons his work uniforms and hang them up.
Get them ready for the week.
Get them ready for the week. And she been doing that for years. That's right. She been doing that for years. And I don't think the women that I have dealt with don't even know his mom. She No, I'm joking. No. That's my people's. I love her. But she is not submissive. I've not dealt with women.
You give her a reason to be.
Did I give her a reason? Because we're not together anymore.
We need to dig into that real quick.
But I did give her. I made sure that she was good. Even us not together, I just make sure she's good. Like everything. If I was cutting, I don't even live it. Cutting the grass. You know what I'm saying? Fixing anything in the house. Like I'm good with my hands. So anything that goes wrong in the house, I can fix it.
So you maintain it because your son is there and because she's
absolutely.
Your son's mother.
My son lives. Listen, my ex-wife. I noticed that something was growing on her house. I do landscaping. I do landscaping on the side too, right? So it was like some bushes growing on the side of her house. She got a dude that lives there. I pulled her to the side. Her husband. Now I pulled her to the side. I said, "Listen, my children live here, right? I do landscaping. I'll do this for free because my children live here. I don't want this." But it was like a bush going up the side of the house, and it was on like an antenna.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I said to her, that's dangerous right there. You know what I'm saying? If lightning strike that, it catch fire, bushes, your house is going to go up in smoke. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I pulled her to the side. I said, "Hey, but I'm not asking you. I don't see, I ain't going to say his name.
Doing it.
I don't see him doing it. Ask him if it's okay if I do this because my children live here, blah, blah, blah." He called me. He was like, man, I thank you so much for that. You know what I mean? I think.
Was he aware of it, that it was grown, or he just couldn't get around to it?
He lives there.
No, I'm just saying, like, when he thanked you, what did he say, though?
Yeah, no, he just was like, "Man, thank you, man. I know you do." Like, he's not good with his hands. He works in the kitchen, right. Blah, blah, blah. And it's, a lot of dudes are not going to sit there and be like, they ain't coming over. I get over there and get on the ladder. And here, he probably don't have no businessman on the ladder because he don't, you know, he needs some water. My man, we need a toothpick. Yeah, toothpick.
Okay, G. Well, thank you for letting
me know. I said you need a toothpick. Like, it's saying like you trying to get something out.
No, I'm good.
Oh, you good. I was just looking. I was
like, I'm listening to your story.
Yeah.
So this guy, though, so he was able to.
So he
say, like you just explained, he was like, "Yo, thanks for doing this. You know, I wasn't able to get around to it." Or did he just say like thanks for doing it? Like, what?
Nah. So he definitely was like, "Thank you for asking. I would love for you to do it," but she didn't want me to do it. Just because I guess.
Just because.
So it was cool. Women. Like, it was cool, but I offered, and he said, "Thank you,
cool
man.
Yeah,
like,
man,
we good." And
look,
like he was like, I want, like, I wish he wanted me to do it. But my whole point of saying that is, if your children live somewhere, no matter if it's a guy there, you know what I'm saying, or whoever, you still, your whole thing is you're protecting your child. You know what I mean? And you should be able to be cool. Like, say for instance, you and I were talking, and your ex-husband could come and his children live there, and his your ex-husband knew how to do something that I wasn't qualified to do, but he was going to do it. A lot of guys would be like, "Oh man, I just paid for it, blah blah blah. He ain't doing it." But like, I think we need to look into the mirror because we building a community together, and I know like you want to take care, but a lot of times, like, you just gotta be submissive in your own mind too, of helping your house grow.
Yeah,
that's important to do. Be mature about it.
That's important. That's one thing, and that's a whole level. Like, getting back to, like, she was explaining about we was talking about, the gender roles and what you bring to the table and things like that. So, like, in relationships, like he's able, like let's say, you know, again, a man able to do the household things around the house for you, like, you know, take care of stuff, you know, mow the lawn, making sure that you fix stuff around the house. That's one thing. So you already look at that. I'm gonna ask you, like, you look at that, of course, that's a necessity that you need out of a man.
Yes.
And also, okay, good. Get that out of the way. Cool. So that's number one. So he got to be able to do use his
hand.
hand.
And if he don't, he got to pay for it.
You got to pay for it. Okay.
It's for you to get it done. And if it trickles, if we want to be technical, then if it's being paid for, then you have to give me the money to source the person.
Okay, cool. That's important, of course. Yes. Any man should definitely understand that and know that. Now, if it's a situation where it's like, of course, noticing it is one thing and then taking care of it. Let's say if you notice it and you bring it to his attention, do you look at that as a situation like sort of like, hey, like, would you take that like, man, he didn't even notice that. I got to tell him about this.
It depends on how many times.
Okay.
How many times? And when I told him, did he make a change or
did he do it? Yeah. And then when you bring it up, you probably say it in a way where is it aggressive? I mean, I'm just saying, how would you do it? Like if you needed something done, depending on what it is.
It's a really good conversation.
It depends. You got to know your dude, you know, like, but me, I'm a pretty transparent and like blunt person. I like my brain thoughts come out my mouth like with ease, fluidly. Like sometimes I have to tell myself to pause and think about it because I'll just tell you how I feel. Like,
that's good.
But
how you say it is important because you seem like you are a real easy, smooth talker too. So it's not like it'll be an awkward situation if you needed something done for your man. You know what I'm saying? Like some women might have trouble with like, oh, I gotta ask him to do this and whatever. But you might look at it. It might be something that a man want to hear from his woman. Like, you know, communication is important. How you communicate is important.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it just seemed like in your realm, you seem like you might be a little easier to communicate because you, like you just said, words just flow off you.
Her delivery is
but smooth. That doesn't mean that
it won't be.
That doesn't mean that it's nice just because it's smooth.
I know that's right. But I might take it as it's smooth. I might look at it like, even though it's said in that way, I might take it like, oh, sure, no problem, babe. I got that. Like, I got you.
Like my dude now, he's locked up. But when he and even now, like, we know how to handle one another. So when I come to him with anything, I know how to speak to him.
Yeah.
And how I speak to him, I am very feminine when I deal with him. So I speak to him like he's a man.
That's important.
You're not to castrate a man. You're not.
Talk
a man
about it.
Wants a woman to. You gotta laugh at his jokes, even if them joints cheap.
Be honest.
You gotta like, not for real. A man, you gotta feed his ego.
You gotta feed
him. You can't castrate him. And castration, that's when you remove a man's penis, which is his manhood. So if you don't treat him right in public, you're taking away from his manhood. You're not supposed to flex like that on your man. Like that. I mean,
so it's funny because Moody, I remember he was saying and I'm glad we talking about this because on the last episode we were talking about
Dolly in the last episode.
Dolly, shout out to Dolly. Where's my Dolly? Where is she at?
Sushi. That's my song.
Yeah, shout out to
that song.
Sushi video out.
Sushi. So Moody was like, your delivery is important to him. And I think where he was going makes a lot of sense. Your delivery, even if a smooth talker, like your delivery is like, because a woman is very aggressive in the relationships that I had. It's like, it's a very aggressive tone that makes you be like, it'll create an argument.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I mean? Because like you said, as a man, you still wanna be a man. Like, look,
be respected.
Again, all I can do is go off what I was looking at in my household. My mom, like, she would never make my dad feel less of a man of me growing up. Now they get in little arguments now, but growing up, she always was like submissive in that way of. Like, if he said something, like, if we wanted to do something, me and my brothers wanted to go somewhere, we had to ask our father. We would ask her, but she was like, well, you got to ask your father first. You know what I'm saying? It was always like, you got to ask your father, you got to ask your father. And, like, how you were saying roles. Like, how do you, like, how can we get women to get back to, like I said, being submissive and listening and not talking at the man and, because our mind is like, we done had some effed up situations. To be honest with you, and I know everybody has effed up situations, but the woman, the nurturers, like what you were saying earlier, right? Y'all have like that nurturing in you. So how can y'all help men and not talk at men? Like, you know what I mean?
Target toy.
No, it was him getting into his plate.
Oh.
Oh yeah. Nah, by the way.
I'm not stopping. I'm just taking it.
By the way, jerk chicken, fire.
When I grill, you're gonna get a plate on me because jerk chicken's to be grilled. So you're gonna get a plate on me.
Okay.
But to what you just said, you know, when you said that the woman was talking over you or talking aggressively at you, what was your response? Because see, why was there even an argument? Because then that means the man was coming back at her.
No, it's like for instance, I'm trying to think of certain circumstances. I'm not saying I'm innocent all the time or something like that. But okay, for instance, I have company over. This is the only thing that popped up in my head. I have company over, and my daughter wouldn't go to sleep while my company was over. Now I rarely had company over, friends or whatever like that. This is the time that me and my homeboy, we was just kicking it, and she came out of nowhere and like, your daughter won't go to sleep. I need you to put her to sleep. And I'm sitting there like,
did she ask you already?
She
came at you the first time like that?
Yeah. But also, my daughter, she won't go to sleep. I need help putting her to sleep. You know what I'm saying? My daughter's
like, to bother you while you was chilling.
But the difference with me is, even if I got company here, I mean, you got company there. I'm going to handle this. This is how I look at it. Why can't you just handle it? Why I got to be so like aggressive? Because it makes, now it's like, if she came out there, like, instead of like how you probably would say, like, hey, I'm having a hard time putting her to sleep. I know, like, I'm interrupting what y'all got.
Is it her daughter?
Yeah.
For real?
It's her daughter. And so, yeah.
I was going to say, maybe she's going to say, this is not my child.
Right, if it's not your child, it's a different story.
But women do this, and I'm not going to say all women, but
that's trippy.
Say, for instance, like, my son, if my son does something bad, she'd be like, your son did this. But then if like he's doing something good.
Oh, I do that too.
Yeah. So that's what she said. She was like, your daughter won't go to sleep. But it was like, I need to get, you know what I'm saying?
It sounds like she's fed up from, do you help out with the kids?
Well, I mean, this is when my daughter 10 years old now. But I was just thinking of random. But yeah, I helped out with the kids. Like, oh man, listen, I wasn't trying to make this about me, but when my children, listen, you have a child by me, my children are taken care of. The daycare is paid. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't have to wash a bottle. Y'all don't have to buy no Pampers. Y'all don't have to buy no formula. I take care of my children. I do take care of my children. So, like I said, she didn't have to do too much for the kids. I was picking them all up from daycare, everything. You know what I mean? So, this was, like I said, my daughter's, shout out to Hermione. She's 10 years old now. But yeah, she was having a hard time putting her to sleep. But it was just like yelling.
I don't know, because I'm not a yeller, so I can't speak for any other woman on anything other than what I've experienced myself. Or what my friends have spoken to me about.
So the talking,
because it's a lot of different circumstances. Right. I'm sorry that she spoke to you like that. And I'm sorry that she doesn't know how to speak to you. But did you tell her how you felt?
Yeah. I mean, but this is not what my whole point is. This is not just her. Okay. This is like, I'm noticing like with different women. Now,
they're angry and fed up. I don't know, but that's why I don't take past things out on present. Like,
okay, so that was my whole point. So my whole question. So you think that whatever they went through in their past, it might be a trigger.
Yeah, they call it emotional baggage.
Emotional baggage. So so
a lot of women have that because I mean, it's so many dudes who are dogs. After a while, you get tired of that shit.
Yeah, I get you.
And especially when you get it consecutively, you get tired of that shit. But that's when I said you have to let it go. You had to let it go. Because what I'm getting at is I'm promoting you right now because you seem like as a woman, I think other women need to hear this because. The way that you're talking, I think can make relationships successful. I really do. You know
I mean, she can be her.
Men gotta stop with what they do too.
Yeah, but yeah, and
I'd say all the things that I say because I make sure the men I deal with know how to handle me. I'm not going for anything less. You know what I mean? So
and you can do that. I think women can. I think women can do that. I think you have conversations like at the beginning and talk and be like, this is what I don't like, this is what I've been, blah blah. I think y'all can bounce that off of each other. But if a circumstance comes that a trigger may hit you from something that happened to you 5 years ago, how is that my fault?
It ain't.
And that's something you gotta love her through if you really love her.
Work through it. Try to.
Yeah.
It's difficult too, though.
Because everybody's different. A lot of people have trauma, you know? And it's up to you to decide, are you patient enough for it?
So, like, when you, even with, you know, how O was talking about doing things, nice gestures for women, like, you know, getting flowers for them if they like that, or getting them some perfume or something, or doing nice things for them, depending on what you may like, you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like if a man may lack in that area at times, like he's working, he's doing his thing, of course he's able to do other things, but if he lacking in maybe just showing you special at times, but he's trying to show you special, but maybe he's, you know, concentrating on his dreams and doing what he got to do. How much of that is important to you? Like getting those moments where it's like, because it can be done in certain different ways. I mean, it can be done in the bedroom. It
depends on how bad you need it. How bad do you need it? Like, I'm not willing, at this point in my life, I'm not willing to give anybody any chances on that because of my past. So it's not that it's baggage, because for me, it's not that it's baggage, because I recognize that, and now I've implemented that in my standards. So now I'm only going to deal with the man who's like, I like my man crazy over me. Like, I like you crazy over me. I like you touching me all the time. I'm a feline. I'm like a cat. You know how, like, when they walk, they brush up. Like, that's me. Like, you have to touch me. You have to. I need affirmations. I need to know you love me. I need to see it through your words and your actions. It doesn't have to be through materials. Like, you know when someone loves you by the things they do, how they speak of you, how they reference you. You know, just it doesn't have to be with gifts.
Okay,
yeah, I think that's,
you know,
that's a good way to explain that. Appreciate that.
Yeah, but saying that to say, I wouldn't, from a man, I wouldn't take anything less than that. So I wouldn't have any issues
not receiving what you want.
Right, because once I see that, I'm gonna say it to you like, hey, time out. This is not working for me. Right. I need a little bit more, you know, X, Y, and Z, and then it's up to you to be like, you know, well, you know, which I've had before. Like, somebody told me, listen, like, I have this house. I'm trying to do this and this and this, and I can't, you know, give you what you want.
Right.
And we split up, you know, and that was that. I still talk to them to this day.
Yeah.
You should be able to say that. It's your life.
That's important.
You can waste your life with somebody.
Talk about it.
That's kind of like,
you really can. People don't know when to let go. You know that you do have to fight for things. You know, especially if you're married, especially if you have assets, especially if you have children. But if y'all don't have no assets together, and y'all don't have no big history, no kids, what are you holding on to?
I don't know that. That even happened with me and my son's mother. So my question to you, right, about this is, like, people will put a mask on, right, for, like, say for instance, somebody on their best behavior, like, you think, like how you said, this dude is loving on you and blah 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 and this and that other, right? So he's doing that,
which some men will do to get your pussy,
right?
Like, they'll ask you all the questions, interview you, and then do it exactly what the fuck you said, like,
right. So what happens when that person when they pretty much stop doing what they, and you talk to them, even all
my Yamaha,
even if you had like, say if you had experience with them, like just say, I don't know, say y'all been together for a year and a half or something like that, and all of a sudden that's starting to change, like, you don't,
why? What happened?
There you go. That's what I was really gonna ask. So because, you know, some people are just roll. Some people are just bounce.
Ain't shit gonna change unless something happens.
But do you investigate and say, well, what happened? And even if they're closed off and be like, I don't know, man, it's just something I'm going through right now. Like,
what are you going through? A depression? Like, what are you going through? Is it finances?
A lot of times that depress guys too. I'm glad you asked that. But like, so if I don't know, like I done heard like my homegirl say this. This dude all of a sudden he changed, right? Mm-hmm. He changed. And I asked them what happened. And they said, I don't know, but they automatically thinking that he's seeing someone else. And I'm the advocate of saying, like, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's seeing somebody else. He could really be going through something. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? He could really be.
Black men go through shit, too.
Yeah.
We don't acknowledge that. We don't.
That's what I'm getting at.
Mm-hmm. We don't. Y'all go through shit, too. Y'all need hugs. Y'all need love. We always want y'all to be so strong that, you know, we don't think of y'all soft side. But you're human and you have human emotions and you live life. And actually, black people have it hard, period, but black men really have it hard. Like,
amen, thank you.
Y'all really have it hard. So
that's a fact.
I mean, I understand that and I get that, you know. So
well, it seems like it's so difficult for black men and women to get like real value and credit from each other. Like,
yes.
Why is that such a
that's a great question, brother.
We need therapy, yeah.
We
absolutely.
need one big ass therapy
and
session.
like, and speaking of like your security and how you feel, because you seem like you said, some things you don't hold on to, you just let things go, you moving forward.
Right.
You got
like,
to.
because I look at things like that as well, best as I can. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, tomorrow's a new day, so always can get better. That's just how I feel. Whatever happened in the past, we can deal with it, but I'm going to keep it moving. Mm-hmm. How are you able to do that? Saying therapy, okay, have you tried therapy, or this persona or this energy you have, that's just what you just carry from your family? Like, where do you get that from?
Oh my God, because my friends have died.
Oh wow.
And I realized
R.
how short
R.
life is. And all that shit don't really fucking matter. Cause y'all haven't experienced that where you saw somebody or spoke to them just yesterday and then they was gone. Everybody RIP for 2 weeks and then that's it.
Yeah, that's difficult to go through. We've definitely lost a lot of people in my life. Not like close. I lost my father, you know, when I was 19. But like, you know, I'm cousins and like people we grew up with, like people that I've known, like, you know, growing up, like not here no more. Yeah, you know, I've seen people. You know, I mean, we've been through things when it comes to death, of course, in this area. Like, and not to be whatever about it, but it happens. Real. It happens. Mm-hmm. But it does come a fact where it does get kind of like, you know, normal. You know what I mean? So that's just like one thing. Like, you know, losing somebody is like, you know, kind of normal. Not saying it is good, but it's also like it's just a part of life, man. It's like getting yourself together, making sure you have things in order. But like, I ain't gonna lie, but having somebody like right in my life, like, yo, I was just with yo yesterday. Like,
yeah, that never happened.
Like, I was just hanging with them like every single day type of thing. Right. Like, that's difficult. I probably can't specifically say that. But definitely growing up, you know, losses happen, man, for sure.
Yeah. No, I've had that happen to me. Like, 2 of my closest, like, male friends, they're gone. And they both died last year. Like, COVID, that period was crazy.
So was it a part of COVID? Or?
No. Okay. One got shot at a gas station and the other got, he took an oxy that had fentanyl in it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man. Mm-hmm. We got to stop those two things. Is really killing us a lot out here. Yeah. Drugs and guns.
Well, my brother, coincidentally, one of my brothers was shot and killed, and one of my brothers OD'd and died. Lost both of my. So you hit that on the nose, man. And I like what you were saying, because I don't know. I think as a whole black community, because I'm looking at different. Like, and again, I'm looking at the Hispanics. Like, it seems like they stick together.
They do.
They stick together.
That's every other race be sticking together.
Town.
Like, every other race
sticks together, though, to be honest. Not saying all of them, because I'm not no first.
Yeah, but
we all have our things, but it's just not
you
as
wouldn't
tight
know.
knit.
I'm put it this way. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know as a like, just on the outside looking in, because they, like I said, they get each other to work. I'm talking, like I said, I'm running this project down Port Covington, and basically, I'm looking at the Hispanics. They come down there. They come together. They eat together. It's normally a lady there. She's giving them different food, like
helping out, giving them some water.
And if one of them get fired, they're all leaving.
And they stick together. But you can be cutting the grass or something like that as a man, and your old lady can't even bring you a water outside. But these families stick together.
Yeah.
These families, like those, like every Asian, like everybody stick together, but this race.
It's because, in my opinion, it's because we've lost self-value. We don't know who we are. We're royalty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're royalty.
So you never try
and people don't know who they are, and they downplay themselves.
Yeah.
We come from fucking royalty, gold, and just what?
Mm-hmm.
You know how many precious things there are in Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's
We've lost ourselves. We are lost. Okay, but some people still get it.
Yeah.
You know, those are your people who do the community outreach.
Yes.
And,
yes.
you know, there's still good people.
Yeah, yeah. And
so when I say we, I don't mean everyone, but I mean like
the majority.
The stats. Yeah,
the majority. Like it just seemed like it's
our melanin. Down to our melanin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, man. And building that in the communities are resurging. I'm going to say, you know, I know people that, you know, I communicate with, you know, often that are really into community, doing health, doing mental health, you know, building this, you know, situation here, coming together here. Like I'm actually living that. So I'm all about that, man, because, you know, of course, how we grew up, we probably looked at it like this is what we've been through, blah, blah, blah. But you can make the change and be about something any given time. Like you don't have to live that certain way. You can be like, man, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna build something with you. I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do that. Let's really get it done. Let's support each other. Let's, you know, support this business that she has, or you know what I mean. Like it's not like I really feel those. Right, I feel those moments. I feel those moments though. I really do.
I mean, let's be
for sure.
Be fully transparent, man. Yesterday, I called Moody. Yesterday. You know, so I'm be transparent. Okay, I wasn't gonna say nothing.
You saying it like, cause I don't know what you about to say. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I called Moody yesterday and I said, cause I had a lot of things going on.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, bro, it's not looking like I can fit this in and blah blah blah. But this is my brother holding me accountable. Like, look, man, we got stuff coming in, man. We got to, you know, man, we got to do this. And what, like, this is becoming a beautiful moment because, like, of things that I had to. Like something that I could push to the side, that I pushed to the side. I just said, whatever, I'm going to just push it to the side. And I'm glad that we're doing this because we're bringing awareness to a lot of things right now, man.
Yeah.
We bringing a lot of awareness to a lot of things because, say, for instance, we didn't record this and maybe Toy couldn't come next week or couldn't. And then we won't know who's going to watch this on Monday Monday and be like, I needed that. You know what I'm saying? So it's coming together. Moody's like, man, we got it. We got to find a way to get this done. You know what I'm saying? And I said, yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. All right, bro. I'm just figuring out how to be good. And like I said, by you coming, by Moody, we gotta clap that up because everybody
claps
comes together. Hopefully, we can start something from this, bro. Yeah, we can start something from like seriously.
Harry getting a little emotional. Like I don't know what's going on because I'm looking at it like, yo, regardless, like I know what you're saying, and I'm like, yo, we gonna still have a podcast. We gonna do something. She gonna come through. I'm like, yo, we gonna do it. Yeah, we not gonna cancel. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I looked at it like, regardless. Like, I'm not to say I wasn't looking at it like, yo, whatever. That's why I asked. So I was like, yo, so what is it? Like, what's going on? Like, I just wanted to see how serious it was. If it was serious, like, yo, maybe we can figure it out. I'm just saying we're gonna figure out if it's a 30-minute, if it's a whatever it is. But I just knew that I wanted her to come here. You know what I mean? See the spot, and I wanted this food.
Dope.
And we just talked about the food.
This place is dope. It has multiple rooms. You would never know from like just looking at the backdrop, but it has multiple rooms, and it looks like you could shoot videos here.
Yes, videos, podcasts, skits.
It's very spacious.
Photo shoots.
It's very, very spacious.
Green screen.
And it's vacant where you could do like you could move the furniture around.
Yes.
You could add to it.
Yes.
You could host. Like you could probably have a party here.
Oh, we do. We have events here.
Oh, see.
Yeah, we have events. You didn't know that? We have events here. We got an event coming up. We actually have an event coming up on October the 22nd. Shay Ford, she does modeling. She's gonna actually new modeling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she's gonna be in here with the women showing off on October the 22nd. We might have to get you to come and maybe cook that. We might need you to pop up, make a couple meals.
Man,
we're gonna first
want to attend.
But you can be in the building. You can be in the building.
Shay, shout out to her. I just told her the other day. I just told her yesterday because she posted this picture. It was in the story, And I said, man, you're a beast, man. Cause she gets down, like, she like, I don't know if I'm gonna DM out. She got the little.
Cause she was on Transparency too.
She got the little. She got the voice. She got the voice. The little.
Yeah. Shay cool. Shay is cool.
Yeah, she got the little voice, and I'm just like, man, you ask her, I keep going, man. You're a beast, man. You're a beast. So I say all that black people come together, yo. Like,
wait, but what does Shay do? I missed it.
She's a model.
She's a model. She's a new model. Yeah. She's a new model. So you can follow her Shay.Ford. We'll get you her Instagram. Yeah. She's really into like teaching, modeling, and building her.
Oh, so she's into walks and stuff and everything.
Well, she does more like, again, nude pictures. But she's done other types of modeling. But her thing is nude pictures. She loves her body. She's open. She likes to show off what she got.
She said, I am art. Because it's true. It's real, though.
That's what she explained about the woman's body and how she feel about that. She talked about that. And they're going to be in these runs. Yeah, they're going to be in these runs. We're going to have some photographers here, some designers. We're going to have some videographers.
There's Shay right there.
Yeah.
She is fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Wait, hold fast.
Yeah. So she gonna be in the building October 22nd.
You could tell she knows herself.
Yeah.
Her eyes.
Confidence.
Yeah.
Everything.
She knows herself, baby. Yeah. I'm not even looking at your body. I'm looking at your face. And you know yourself. Ooh, I wanna follow her.
So So it's
go for it.
It's just coming, like I'm dead serious, coming together, but also being able to hold each other accountable. Like, I know Moody heard the stress. Like, I was stressed in my voice yesterday. And even before we got on camera, we was talking about life. You know what I mean? And, like, we got to be able to share things with each other, but even be able to trust each other with information. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. For us
That's difficult, though. I ain't going to lie.
It is difficult.
Even for a partner. Even for somebody you with every day. It still be difficult to do that.
Right. Cause Moody, he might come out with a diss track on me one day and be like, "Yo, you told that's why." No, I'm joking.
I'm just saying, where you going at? Why would I say it? And what would I say?
Nah, I'm joking. Nah, people.
I mean, if you want, because I'm a rapper, I'm better than you on rapping. That's what you're trying to say. I got my songs are better. That's what you're trying to say.
People will use your vulnerableness. Is that a word? Vulnerableness.
Vulnerability.
Vulnerability. There you go. Vulnerability against you. If you open up to someone.
That's a fact. They do that all the time.
So, I was joking about the diss track.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? We both got music out. You know what I mean? We both got music out.
But
go for it.
No. I'm talking
So my whole point of saying that is everybody coming together and being able to talk to people, and us as a culture be able to. Like, our culture can't be us shooting each other up and killing each other.
Yeah, we gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying?
Man. We shooting each other and kill. We shooting each other up. My heart. We shooting each other up with guns. We shooting each other up with drugs. We shooting each other up with just lies and deception, and we shooting each other up like destroying homes, like fucking with people's wives or fucking with people's husbands and not caring. Okay, I don't care. Like it's a whole bunch of shooting up that we're doing to each community. Like to our own community, we're not looking at the children that's involved. You know what I'm saying? This dude got killed and he got a 2-year-old son, or this woman got, a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
To piggyback off of that, do you know that it's getting so bad that Baltimore City teachers, they're all retiring? And I know somebody who she said that her daughter couldn't go to school because there was a shortage on teachers.
Wow.
Because they're fed up of the kids.
I know some and the wages of just the kids.
These kids are bad as hell, which is just a result of their environment and their household.
That's exactly what I was going to say. So the kids. So my
it's
thing
out of control. I swear to God.
In my mind, the kids aren't bad. They're just misguided. It's just misguided information.
It's still bad.
No. The actions that they do. Yes.
Bad as fuck.
But it's
because it's with reason. It's with reason. But they bad as fuck.
So listen. If you and I have a kid, right? You and I have a kid, and I'm teaching.
He wants me to be an artist.
No.
This is what Harry does.
All right, no. Go ahead. Keep it on. Keep it on toy.
We gonna have a kid. Oh my God. Go ahead. Me and Toy got a kid. Go ahead.
You and Toy got a kid.
Dang, y'all
got a kid.
Yeah. All right, we're having.
And Toy.
Go ahead.
And Toy is teaching the kids something else at home, and you're teaching the kids that total opposite. We're not coming together. You know what I mean?
No, this was my current situation.
So then the teacher would look at the kid and say, "This kid is bad. It's just misguided because the mother might be saying something or the father might be saying something, and the kid is confused. And then they saying stuff at school and stuff on the way to school. So it's like they're getting taught by different places. You know what I mean? Man. So I don't think you can just say, my opinion, you just can't say that a kid is bad. It's just bad scenarios around that kid that's circulating in their head, and now this is the product that's put out.
Well, you know, I mean, that's going deep on it, and I get it, and what you're saying makes absolute sense, and it is the truth. But when you explain something, you don't say their behavior is misguided. You say, nah, that motherfucker bad.
Yeah, but it's also a cause and effect. Like,
I'm not denying that part though. Someone's at the door.
That happens, man. We're gonna see, like, when it comes to like anybody who has children, you're gonna go through that. Yeah, I heard you. Okay. We're gonna go through that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when it comes to that, that's gonna happen. Get the door. Hold up. So like, when it comes to like, you know, children, I mean, all children need guidance. I mean, that's just a part of life. But it's also like they're gonna have moments where they stumble, where they had, like we all did. But you still gotta have somebody in your life, like one of those parents that you're referring to, need to be. I'm not gonna say strict. I'm not gonna say whatever. I'm just saying they just need to be communicating to their children the right way.
Did any of y'all want some?
I'm good. You
got the little shot, man.
Yeah, get a shot.
Come on. It's almost gone, but you can have some if you want some.
Yeah. Black hole. But 1800. As he drinks 1800. But so one of those parents though gotta be assertive to communicate with their children. So one of them got to be able to at least get through to them somehow the best way they can. But they want both of them to. But sometimes, you know, kids look to parents a different, like each one may have a certain trait that they go to, like you know, and that's just what it is. So somebody got to get to them though.
So how do you? Because I'm glad we're talking about this. See, I'm trying. This is starting to run long, but how do you let that go? Because that is what I'm going through right now. Like, it's certain things that
we are going through it too, brother. Just letting you know.
Yeah, get you. But like dangerous stuff, like I don't know, your daughter being out all times of the night. Your kid don't live with you. They live with their mother. You know what I mean? And they're 18. You know what I'm saying? So you're thinking like,
you have an 18-year-old?
I got a 20-year-old daughter too.
How old are you?
39.
Wow, you
this children young. That's like the normal.
But that's what you was talking about, the melanin, right?
Oh yeah, go off.
See. So, but what I'm getting at is, and my daughter, shout out to Sherry, man. She's in school. She goes to Towson University.
Big up. But horns on that.
And listen,
that's dope.
So both of my daughters are doing well. My oldest two daughters, she'll be 18, Taylor be 18, and so don't get me wrong, they're not bad kids. They're great children, but it's like different decisions that they make. They'll even come back and say, "You know what, Dad, you were right. You was right, and I was wrong."
Yeah, young kids really don't do that.
How do you communicate, Moody? How do you communicate with that individual? Like how you were saying that I'm trying to teach my son this.
I'll tell you, the most important thing is like not allowing yourself to get to a point where your character is changing, you treating your son a certain way or your kid a certain way, because it's not about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you can get frustrated and be like, man, this chick or whatever, this person is getting on my nerves and it's making you change your whole mood. Like, I'm not changing my whole mood for that no more. Like, of course, at some point, even if it's about my child, at some point, of course, you know, that took some time. You know what I mean? You don't just, that just don't happen like overnight. You know what I'm saying? But you start getting to a point as a person, not even man or woman, like, yo, I'm not allowing this to mess up what I'm doing for my child. I'm not allowing this to, like you do, but also I'm not allowed to mess up what I'm doing personally. Right. And mess up my mental well-being. So I just look at it like, yo, I'm gonna say what I say. I'm gonna communicate to you the best way I can, and I'm gonna tell you what's going on with my son the best way I can. If you want to hold something from you, or you want to hold grudges, that's something you're gonna have to deal with. Right. You got your own life, I got my own life. So you're not gonna have no control over my life. When he's with me, he's good. I look at like everything I'm doing, like I just got him some stuff today. I don't need to run that past. I'm not worried about no stuff. I'm like, look, he whatever I would give it to him, he gonna have it. I'm not gonna allow myself to be like, even because right now it ain't the best, it ain't the worst, but it's like, it's, we able to communicate. We're able to get it done. We're able to make sure we communicate about his health, about his school, about what's going on with him. Amazing. As long as we can do that, I'm cool. But don't be trying to come at me if it's something you just don't like or you got a preference and we can't just talk about it. Don't be coming at me telling me don't do this with my son. Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
So you have a son?
Yeah.
I fuck with you now.
Oh, all right.
Let me tell you why.
Go for it.
Because you just got super fucking passionate about that shit. That's
wow. Yeah, that's real.
The most fire you've put
that's
behind anything you said in this whole podcast. My man just went on a fucking rant like shit. Yeah. Okay.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. It's not a game though. Right. It's not a game. Shit. So whatever I do and I put forward, he gonna be good. He gonna be straight. We not gonna be, you know what I mean? It is what it is. That's what it do. That's what it do.
Yeah, no, for sure. Definitely. I love that. I love that.
That's attractive.
Thank you. Yeah, man. And it's cool too because, like, again, just building a community. I just think if we do that, everybody respect each other. Mm-hmm. You know, even if you don't live in the same household, but y'all laid in a bed, created a kid together. Right. It's like, yo, that's what's best for the kid. Not what's best for how I feel, or what's best for how you feel. Mm-hmm. It's about what's best for the child. Can we come in the middle? Like, we don't got to agree on every single thing, but let's agree on raising this kid correctly. And
right.
Man, like
end result.
Yeah. I mean, and it takes everybody. It takes everybody.
Shout out to Heat Rock Scola. He is in the building. My broski.
He rock.
You know what I'm saying?
Uncle of Basley. Sunglasses on today though. He wears. Shout out to
Heat Rock.
He wears sunglasses at nighttime. You know what I'm saying? He wear sunglasses at night.
We might even do a keep it a stack tonight and have Toy just stay here. You know what I mean? For another, we might do another one. You never know. You never know. Well, what you talking about? Yo, we catered today, man. We doing it. We got some wings here. I got my tree.
He did the old man.
You want some wings? That's how we sit. That's how grown men sit.
No, that's like that too.
Get some wings, man. Try one of them Thai wings, yo.
What made me laugh was when he made his leg dangle like that.
Try Thai wing, yo. Just let you know. This is, we in here, yo. Try this food.
Yeah.
We did an on-spot taste test again. For anybody's listening, of course, to the Transparency Podcast, we got MoodExchangeToy is in the building. She's a
www.ichangemoods.com.
Yes, she's a whole vibe. She's a whole movement.
A lot of voice.
She's a whole feeling, a whole energy. Appreciate you coming through. Yeah, we definitely got a good show here, and the food is delicious. Make sure y'all reach out to her. She does drop-offs.
I might fuck around and get in the cold. Okay, there we go. I was like, I heard something.
Here go the video star right here. We got.
I'm in a high alert person. They didn't say people were coming, so I'm like looking at the door, seeing silhouettes.
Yeah, you know, you're at the you at the content complex again. You already know this is what we do here. This is the fame.
Just shout out to good new video.
Baltimore Cat video out now. BMF Cash Rewind. Shot and directed by myself. Assistant Dino helped out with that too. You know, he's in the building. Yeah, man.
They were talking about you at the beginning of the podcast, your song with this
Cash.
Yes, because the other guy is
talking about BMF Cash.
Yeah,
the video.
I only saw the clip one time on Instagram, so that's why
that's what it is.
But it was raw.
Check the video out.
It was raw.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah,
that's what it
was raw.
Appreciate that.
It was that.
Out now.
Listen, I saw another clip of somebody. He was like, so you know when you got a nice, crisp, clear beat, and you can understand the words. They're making sense. You know, like.
Yeah, that's
listen,
a vibe.
Man,
the fuck, like shit, crazy right now.
We saying something out here. We saying something.
That coding flow.
The theme is this community, build this community. So listen, man, everybody share, be more Kev, man. Baltimore Kev. Let's share that song. Let's start sharing. Everybody, 30 people hit that share, like just share.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
share. Let's get this up to
Liking
1K, 2K, 3K,
Yes.
30K. Let's get it up there. Let's
it
start
up.
sharing. Support each other, man.
Run them views up.
Because, boy, if we was Hispanic, boy, we'd be everybody.
Yo, fool.
Bad Bunny has a cult. So.
Yeah, a cult.
That's how it be.
Crazy over even it seems now. If all of us know who the fuck Bad Bunny is, that should tell you.
Yeah, I know Bad Bunny.
I ain't never listened to any of your records, but you gotta follow him.
Yeah.
You gotta follow him.
No.
Hell yeah, he's in my playlist. Oh.
No, I just know him. I watch wrestling, so I seen him. He wrestled at WrestleMania, so that was big. And I don't know what song, but yeah.
No, that one Bad Bunny song. I couldn't.
But you know who Bad Bunny is,
though, but y'all still know who he is, though. So, that's influence.
So let's get B more Kev to Bad Bunny status. Let's say everybody start sharing this stuff. Let's share this.
Come on,
because that video hot. Ain't nothing different from what anybody else doing. Let's be real, like, you know what I'm saying? It's just all support. It's just all support. It's all support. So Baltimore, let's get together. Let's get behind Baltimore.
I wish I would, because Baltimore the shit, low key.
Yeah, talk about it.
To be honest with you, because I'm from PG County, so PG County is like, for us, we call Baltimore some Bamas, right?
Okay,
and that's just I'm being 100%. Only time I would come up to Baltimore is for Normas. We come up for back in the day, we come up for Normas, and that's it. Okay, so now living here, I fucks with Baltimoreans. It's the energy. Okay, it is.
It's the energy.
The energy, one, the talk, like the swag, like the lingo, the charisma. A Baltimore nigga got some motherfucking charisma with him. My man is a Baltimore nigga. And they got that different that shit, that je ne sais quoi, like that like make you like goals when that was back in the days. That year, like I started trying to learn how to two-step and shit. But not only that, like for real, in the city, especially like the West Side, it's really gritty. So when you see like people rise above and how they give back, like Kizzy LaFox, April Diva, like how they make shit affordable for the hood. April Diva put a fucking spa in the hood so that people in the hood could have an opportunity to receive services like that. Where they get their nails done by Black women who are just talking about them in their language. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's real G shit to me. You see what I'm saying?
It really is.
I love that about Baltimore. Like, there's a desperation here, but the people who get it, they motherfucking get it. And they ride for the Baltimoreans.
Shout out to everybody from all
there's no hate on that. When y'all come together. Yeah, like, I love that about Baltimore.
So,
I had to drop
Mood Exchange. Moody the greatest, all that stuff, man. Let's support.
Yeah,
let's support all of it, man.
Stay on some.
Yeah. Look at that. Yeah. Yes. So everybody, let's support, man. The Chaz Moody Media. Let's share that. You know what I'm saying? The Mood Exchange, man. Her
Make
page
sure y'all download.
Immaculate. I'm talking about the stuff on there looks immaculate. Like the food looks good.
It's good. No, it's good.
Yeah.
No, the food is good, y'all.
No, it's not like she just took a picture off the off of Google or something. Like, this is real stuff, and these are nice photos, and she takes.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Shout out to Content Complex.
Shout out
man,
to the Content Complex. Let's start working.
It's so lit in here.
It's a lot about to happen.
It's so lit in here.
We're doing a lot.
You would never know just from this simple backdrop. It's so much more in this room that you can see.
Yeah.
That you're not seeing right now.
Yeah.
It's a whole suite. Like, it's a suite in there. They have more than 4 rooms here, and they're all spacious. And I didn't know that just from looking at the videos that I see on YouTube and on Instagram. So don't let it mislead you. Not for real.
You can check it out.
The lobby, especially. The lobby is dope. The lobby is dope. I see merch here. Like, don't sleep.
So the thing, that's going to be the title of this, keep the We got keep the culture rising and work for the culture.
Whatever you want to do it, man. However you want to explain that.
Support each other, man. Let's
Keep it
definitely
moving.
support each other.
Absolutely.
That's the thing,
oh my
man.
God. If
That's
we all banded up together, Jesus. I wish black people knew how fucking beautiful they were. I wish every single. If I had a superpower, it would be like to sprinkle Molly or make everybody get high at the same time or eat a mushroom at the same time and then just repeat a trance. Like, motherfucker, think big, bitch.
Think big, bitch.
Think big.
That might be the title.
Like,
think big.
Think a big, bitch. Think it too small.
Like,
man, I mean, so
for real. They don't be getting
We ain't
it.
regular.
They don't be getting
We not regular, man.
Shout
Shout out to the Transparency Podcast. Make sure y'all download this. Make sure y'all check this out. Yeah, it's been a whole mood in here. We got food on deck. Got the drinks here. We got some edibles here. Yeah, we gonna keep it rocking. We might it's Saturday, so we gonna probably do another show or something. We might shoot a video or something. We might. You never know what we might do here. Yeah, we might. We could. Any given moment we can here at the Content Complex. That's the whole reason up here.
Yeah, most definitely, man. That's all I got, bro. That's all I got for this.
That's what it do, man.
All right.
So, man, I hope that you I hope you love this podcast. Hope you loved it. Please like, share, and subscribe. I go by the name of Big O. Got my guy Moody here.
You already know,
yeah. Got Toy here.
Yes.
Toy.
Hold on. MoodExchangeToy on Instagram and www.ichangemoods.com. Yeah.
ichangemoods.com.
Thank you.
So go follow that.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm so
Appreciate
happy to be here. I'm so happy.
All right.
We're glad you came. And this is the Transparency Podcast.